Don't shop at Morrisons until you watch this. Because what I'm about to tell you isn't a rumor and it isn't exaggeration. It's a pattern, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. What if I told you that dozens of Morrisons stores across the UK have failed food hygiene inspections, with some scoring as low as 0? 0. That's the worst possible rating a store can receive. A 0 rating means urgent action is required. It means inspectors found serious food safety failures that pose a real risk to customers. We're talking about inadequate hand-washing facilities, questionable pest control, and food handling practices that fall well below acceptable standards. And if you're over 60, this matters more than you might think. As we age, our immune systems don't bounce back the way they used to. A foodborne illness that might leave a younger person feeling unwell for a day can land an older adult in hospital, or worse. That's not fear-mongering, that's medical reality. Today, I'm counting down 12 reasons why you need to be more careful when shopping at Morrisons. From hygiene failures to pesticide concerns to system breakdowns that left customers stranded during the busiest time of the year. And stay with me, because number 4 is happening right now in stores across the entire country. Number 12, the dirty truth about fresh fish counters. Let's start with something most shoppers never question, the fish counter. You see the ice, the spotless trays, the fillets laid out under bright lighting. Everything looks clean, everything looks fresh, and naturally you assume the fish came straight from the sea that morning. But here's what most people aren't told. A large portion of that so-called fresh fish was previously frozen, thawed, and then placed back on display as if it had never been frozen at all. Freezing fish immediately after it's caught isn't the issue. In fact, that can be a good thing. The problem starts when that same fish is defrosted days later and sold as fresh, often without any clear notice to the customer. Why does this matter? Because once fish is thawed, the clock starts ticking. Bacteria multiply quickly, especially if temperatures fluctuate even slightly. If staff don't keep conditions perfectly controlled, that salmon or cod could already be on its way to spoiling before it ever reaches your pan. Morrisons says it follows UK food safety regulations, but here's the catch. UK rules are much looser than the EU. In the EU, any fish that has been frozen must be clearly labeled as defrosted. In the UK, retailers can still call it fresh, and that's how customers get misled. If you've ever noticed a strong, fishy smell near the counter, that's your warning sign. Truly fresh fish shouldn't smell fishy at all. It should smell clean, like the sea. If it doesn't, walk away, because when it comes to seafood, fresh isn't a promise, it's marketing. Number 11, the quiet rise of food additives. This one surprises a lot of people, and it may be one of the biggest reasons for concern. Over the past several years, Morrisons has steadily increased the use of preservatives, emulsifiers, and flavor enhancers in its packaged foods. These are additives that many European countries have either restricted or banned outright. Why? Because studies have linked some of these substances to gut inflammation, hormone disruption, and other long-term health issues. Ingredients like titanium dioxide, potassium bromide, and artificial colorings still appear on ingredient lists, often hidden behind technical code numbers that most shoppers don't recognize. And they're not just in sweets or snacks. They show up in bread, sauces, soups, ready meals, everyday foods you'd never expect to be chemically complex. For older adults, these additives can be especially problematic. Digestion slows with age, existing health conditions become harder to manage, and the body simply doesn't process synthetic chemicals as efficiently as it once did. Morrisons says it follows UK standards, but when those standards are weaker than Europe's, that reassurance doesn't mean much. A simple rule applies here. If you can't pronounce half the ingredients, your body probably can't deal with them either. Simpler food is safer food, especially now. Number 9. Canned goods and metallic contamination. This sounds unbelievable, but it's real. Some Morrisons canned products have been found to contain traces of metal fragments during random testing. Tiny shavings from machinery or sealing equipment can occasionally end up inside the food. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's serious. Swallowing even a small metal fragment can damage your throat, your stomach, or your digestive tract. One recall involved canned vegetables containing microscopic aluminum particles. European food processing plants are required to use strict metal detection systems, but some UK factories still operate with older equipment and face fewer inspections. Morrisons has issued recalls in the past, but not every customer sees those alerts in time. So here's the rule. If a can rattles, if the lid is warped, or if it looks uneven, don't take the risk. Return it. The money you save isn't worth the injury. Number 8. Pre-cooked chicken and listeria risks. This one still shocks people. Several years ago, inspectors found that multiple UK supermarkets, including Morrisons, were selling pre-cooked chicken contaminated with listeria. Listeria is especially dangerous for older adults. It can cause severe food poisoning, bloodstream infections, and even brain inflammation. What makes this worse is how the contamination happened. These products passed through the supply chain, were reheated in stores, and sold as ready-to-eat without clear warnings to customers. Morrisons said it followed safety procedures, but investigators traced the issue back to poor temperature control during transport and storage. Even a brief break in the cold chain can allow bacteria to multiply. After similar incidents, some European suppliers were banned entirely. In the UK, guidance was issued instead. If you buy cooked meats from deli counters, never assume they're safe just because they're labeled ready to eat. Check the smell, check the color, check the packaging. When in doubt, don't risk it. Number 7. Hidden sugar in healthy foods. Let's talk about so-called healthy cereals and yogurts. Morrisons markets many of these products as wholesome, heart-friendly, and guilt-free, especially under their Eat Smart ranges. But read the labels closely, and you'll often find sugar hiding under different names: maltose, fructose, dextrose, syrups, and blends. Some of these so-called healthy cereals contain more sugar than items in the dessert aisle. For seniors managing diabetes, blood pressure, or weight, that's dangerous. You think you're making a smart choice, but you're spiking your blood sugar before the day even begins. The EU cracked down on misleading low sugar claims years ago. The UK still allows companies to play word games. No added sugar doesn't mean low sugar. It just means the sugar was already there. Number 6. Shrinkflation you're meant not to notice. Have you noticed your groceries getting smaller while prices stay the same? That's not your imagination. Morrisons has quietly reduced the size of many popular products, cereals, snacks, drinks, without lowering prices. It's called shrinkflation. You pay the same amount, but you get less. For people on fixed incomes, this adds up quickly. Products that once lasted a week now last a few days. Bottles that used to pour 5 glasses now barely pour 4. Packaging is often redesigned to look the same size, so you don't notice. It's legal, but it's deceptive. Number 5. Expired and near expiry products. There have been repeated reports of Morrisons selling products that were already close to expiry, and in some cases expired when customers got them home. This isn't just inconvenient, it's risky. When stores are understaffed or rushing to meet sales targets, old stock can get mixed with new deliveries. For seniors, eating expired food isn't a minor issue. It can trigger serious food poisoning. Always check the date, every time. Number 4. Pesticides and weak monitoring. Happening now. Morrisons says it monitors pesticide use in its supply chain, but according to watchdog groups, the system has serious gaps. Workers aren't protected when reporting exposure. Suppliers self-report incidents, and harmful pesticides remain in use. For older adults, long-term pesticide exposure has been linked to Parkinson's disease, memory problems,
and increased cancer risk. If chemicals aren't being properly monitored at the farm level, they end up on your plate. Number 3. Food hygiene scores you shouldn't ignore. 2 Morrisons stores recently received a food hygiene rating of 0. 10 more received a rating of 1. That's 30 stores failing to meet proper standards. Other major supermarkets had none scoring that low. That's not coincidence, it's a pattern. Number 2. Financial pressure and cutting corners. Morrisons is carrying massive debt following a private equity buyout. Sales are down, costs are up. When companies struggle financially, staff levels drop, training budgets shrink, oversight weakens, and food safety suffers. Number 1. System failures that disrupt food safety. During Christmas,